well, as much as we can be. And we are out of the system. So, how's everyone doing this grand morning? Hopefully, you guys are doing well as we just join in. Get you guys all sorry. We're just like running around here. But how are you guys doing? Grand Risings. This is mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. Do all those kinds of things that you know I love to do. So welcome and glad you are here. We're gonna all right, let's do a couple more. All right, let's do a couple more. There we go. Welcome, Grand Risings. Beautiful souls that have joined this morning. Glad you are here. Let me do one little quick invite here. One more. All righty, here we go. We're good to go. Welcome, everybody. So let's take a deep breath together. Feel your energy. Feel it expand and shrink. So, for those of you who know, my name is Ariel Hooper, and I'm the author of the Awaken Trilogy. And today we are actually going to go into the layers of the Matrix. Some people have requested some understanding of the layers of the Matrix. So we're going to bring in some psychology, science, spirituality, psychology, and the agnostics writings and things of thinking. So today is for us real ones, the ones that feel like the world is off, the ones that have been behind, the curtain for a while, hiding, the ones who feel ancient but different, they have a different they're set apart, misunderstood, you're mislabeled and, and sometimes underestimated. Well, today we're going to bring some light to these things. And we're going to stop dimming our lights because I think that's what's been going on. It was interesting. I had someone give me a code reading last night, and I've been going through these struggles with the physical health and the physical avatar here. And it's been quite challenging. And I started to think about some things. Now, I'm not like 99.99% of the rest of you guys out there. And yes, I get to say that because literally my body has a really rare blood and it creates negative ions. So the nice thing about that is snakes stay away from me and most critters that are dangerous stay away from me. But the furry and all the lovely ones like that, they love to come around me. But the other thing that happens is you become a mirror by reflector, like a mirror reflector by genetic design. So as and negative ions, like when you go into nature and you're sitting in nature, you notice how they actually say, doctors say they send people to nature to go and help with mental health and all of those things. Now that's the thing. Our type, there's not many of us, but our type is not very common. We bring nature to you. But that also brings a mirror into places where not necessarily we are used to. Where we are used to wearing masks, which means we've been used to living in false potential, intentions, wearing people pleasing environments when it is not really what we need. So we need to stop lying to fit in. And today we got to stop pretending to be cattle walking through in rows. Pay attention because you are nothing more than frequencies, energy, so powerful it bends reality. You are not these avatars. This is just what we've been made to believe. Not sure if it's my service, but I hear no sound. Oh, really? Hang on a second. Let's see if we get sound if I take this off. Do you got any sound now? Do we got sound now, people? You hear me now? Weird. I guess I'm not able to use these today, and that's okay. So we will start fresh. Welcome. And what I want to talk to you guys about today, yeah, I'm going to start right from the top. Because no one heard this, right? So grand risings, all of you. Hopefully those who came on and didn't hear anything will come back. If not, well, we'll know what happens from there. So grand risings, you beautiful souls. That's what I said before. And I said, let's take a breath together. So hopefully we can do that. Let's do that. Feel that energy. Feel that pulsating through your body. Feel your energy expand, not shrink as you take a breath. So, for those of you who are new, my name is Ariel Hooper. I'm the author of the Awaken Trilogy. And today we are going into the layers of this matrix. Some have actually asked for this, and so finally we're going to present it to you guys. And it could take some time to do this. But we're going to talk about the psychology behind it, the scientific realities behind it, the spirituality, and the physical realities to it, and the Gnostic's truth. And today is for the real ones. For the ones who are ready to peel back the layers and stop playing the game of bullshit and people pleasing and all these things that we do to fit into this world. For the ones who feel this world has been off for a long time. To the ones who have been behind the curtains hiding. To the ones who feel ancient, different, set apart, misunderstood, mislabeled, and underestimated. Today, we are so I gotta laugh at some of the comments. As you notice, we're not gonna pay attention to things that are ridiculous and not even of this world. Because reality is this. I am that I am. I'm not anything you want to label me as. And I won't even receive it. I won't even accept it. I won't even let it come near my fence. So you can keep trying, but what you understand, if you understand me and what I am, I'm not designed like 99.99% of the rest of the human beings. I've been studied. I make a rare blood type and I create negative ions, which means I bring nature to you, which means this person right here, I'm a reflector by genetic design. I'm a mirror to you, which means nature enjoys me, loves me. But you, if I'm around you too much, I'm a mirror. I reflect you. That's what happens. So generally what I have done is dimmed myself, but then I come into places and I don't. And the thing is, I've learned something through this dimming to many of us that have that energetic system that's just beyond. We've been told, oh, your energy's too much, or you're too this. But it's a lie. You've been all lied to. You really have been. So today is for you. Today is about those who've been dimming your light, and it's no more. Today we stop lying to fit in. And today we stop pretending to cattle, to walk in rows like what the society has given us over and over again. Because you want to know something? You, me, we're nothing more than energy frequencies. We're so powerful that we can bend reality. But we've been made to believe and stomped down, and all we've been doing this entire existence of us breathing in this human form is trying to prove ourselves to fit in. And for those of us who have come from intense trauma, well, we put on tons of masks because we didn't even know where we belonged. But let me tell you something. You belong more than you can ever imagine. Let's begin with something simple but yet terrifying. Most of this society is programmed to be NPCs. You're gonna go, what? What do you mean NPCs? They're not bad people, but they're just repeating codes, just running scripts. They're to cause an irritation or cause you to be withdrawn from the truth of your original design. You know it, you feel it. You know, think about it. Think about banks, grocery stores, airports, all built like cattle, chutes, rows, lines, rails, numbers, commands. Wait your turn. Do not question. Stay in line. And there you are in those lineups. And the mind goes through your mindset that you go through. And what happens is this. You subdue. You hold back yourself. You hold back your energy. And you hope that you can present yourself in a place that you are going to be heard when you get to the counter. Or that your cash is going to be accepted. And again, they set us up for nervousness, performance, anxiety. Psychology calls it behavioral conditioning. Philosophy calls it collective illusion. Gnostics call it the Demerges system. And your body calls it a damn trap. And you've always felt it. You felt like the glitch, the one who didn't fully fit. Not even in your family, you look like the odd one out. Not because something is wrong with you. Not because something is right with you either. It's because you are that I am, that I am. So some beings are fully conscious. Some are partially conscious. And some are placeholders, echoes, background players. The ancient Gnostics wrote, there are those born of spirit and those born of the world. Nag Hammadi scriptures. There are the real ones, the NPCs, the traps, the distractions. And you've met them. You've felt them. You've tried to talk truth and watched them glitch. It's funny. I was in the hospital the other day. Matrix system of all matrix systems, which was ridiculous because I was there with a friend and all these abnormalities came up, everything. And do you think anyone paid attention? Not a thing. They sent you home thinking it's totally fine. Meanwhile, I decided to speak some truth. And the moment I spoke truth, a nurse glitched out so bad she randomly yelled for no absolute reason. My friend's sitting there looking at it all going, what did she say? Other than she spoke the truth to you. Said exactly as it is. I went and talked to my doctor after the next day, the neurologist, which was shocked and couldn't believe that anyone sent me home in the first place. But then, my neurologist, I said what I said. She said to me, that nurse freaked out because you told her the truth. And all of them freaked out because you wouldn't let them play their games. And that you spoke truth to them every time. You told them what was necessary and what was not. They didn't even want to ask if you understood science or had any understanding of research and development or even made and part of studies in science. They didn't care who you were. They judged you. To the point, I called them out for trying to do a drug test on me when I sat there and said to them, I don't want any of your drugs. I don't want any of your medication. I just want a diagnosis to figure out what I can do for myself because I'm choking out, fainting, and collapsing, all these crazy things. They decide to play that game. My doctor laughed, and I laughed too. The problem with that is I'm going to come back and show you more truth. Because the system, you don't get to run this life or anyone else's anymore. It's time to change it. It's time to say no more. This whole system's been programming you to be docile, to not say what you're thinking or what the truth is. To try to calm the thing, to fit in, you gotta let people like you. Who gives a rip? You're not here for that. See, truth fries the system of anything not real. Truth hurts why? Because we've been fed so many lies and it creates a destruction to the illusion. See, physics tells us that matter is not solid. Atoms is 99.99% empty space and the rest is vibration. So what are you? A frequency wearing a temporary body. You are not the skin, you are not the trauma, and you are not this story. You are the energy that lights the world. And when you hold your energy in, when you lie about who you are, and when you shrink yourself and hold your energy back, your body breaks down, not because you're weak, but because your light has nowhere to go. And it is not going to help being within you. You know, enough and enough of this world telling you calm your stuff. You know, I have kids that got ADHD, and I do too. And you know what? It's a bloody gift because we see everything. And you want us to dampen it down, but guess what? Stop dampening it down, you ones that have the energy beyond, because your energy will create the movement that causes this earth to turn, and it will shift it to the right direction. We've been going on a direction in our earth. You look at the Schumann resonance, look at all of the frequencies going around, and you can tell this is not right. So don't hold your energy. Don't hold back. Stop saying you're too much for people. You're not. The system isn't designed for you. And it's trying to hold you captive. And the moment you say no more, this world told you calm down. Be smaller. Don't shine. You're too much. No, you're powerful. And power scares the matrix. Let's talk about something raw. See, people pleasing is lying. Full blank, plain lying. And you know why we gossip? To people please. To be accepted. What are we trying to be accepted into? A false narrative? A lie? Hell? I mean, you got religion lining up saying, hey, come and say this prayer and you don't have to burn in hell. And people are terrified and line up and go do it. But meanwhile, you're in hell right now. And you're letting hell win. See, I tried to make myself acceptable to people who weren't real, even real. Who didn't even give two shits about me. Who never even saw me. Who only wanted the quiet version of me. The version that didn't expose the system's lies. But truth. Truth disturbs the illusion. It's speak truth and watch how fast an NPC scripts malfunction. They don't know what to do. Watch out. Offended people get by something that was never rude, but just real. And they'll call you insulting, rude. What, for speaking the truth to you? For saying it as it is? For not letting you put a little blanket over it and a little white lie and some paint and make it look a little different? Oh, to not let you have shame in your life and pretend? See, humanity defends lies because the globe is built on lies. And when you speak truth, they're going to call you the liar, actually. You're not rude. You're not the liar. You are the system update, and they weren't prepared for it. Grand risings, actually. See, I knew it was like a scream silently. Someone, let me tell you something. I just kind of got into something, but I didn't even get all the thought out of my head. But let me tell you something I went through as a kid. Trauma and awakening. Beyond. I lived a life of experiment, captivity, mislabeling, and abuse. And even being sold. I knew what it was like to scream silently for someone to see me. To recognize I wasn't who the world told me I was. I lived a life where survival meant playing small, hiding truth, nodding along with lies. But that wasn't me. That wasn't you either. Trauma is a program, not identity. And pain is a story, not your name. Your past is a layer, not your limit. In Awaken, the Lion Escapes the Matrix, I wrote, the prison was never the world. It was the belief that the world defined me. And you are not what happened to you. You are the one who witnessed it and who read the story. See, nature never lies. A tree doesn't apologize for growing. Can you imagine? A star doesn't ask permission to shine. And a lioness doesn't dim her roar. But why do you? Because the system trained you to fit into a world you were born to transform. You are not meant to be accepted. You are meant to awaken. Let's speak clearly about this now. You see, there is a jealous God, a false architect, a schizophrenic demerge, who built this system on control, division, and fear. A being who demanded obedience, worship, but never understood compassion. Above that God, before that God, beyond that God is you. The divine spark, the uncreated, the real consciousness. It's you. In Awaken, Return to Eden, I wrote, the false God governs the maze, but the real ones carry the exit inside their ribcage. And you were never trapped here. You were only convinced you were. So remember who you are. You were told you were too much. But you really were, all you really were was awake, was too awake. You were told to fit in. But you were designed to break the mold. You were told to hold it in. But holding it in, your energy destroys the body. So let it out. Speak truth. Shine. You're not becoming anything. You're remembering everything. So do me a favor. Place your hand over your heart with me. And say this with me. I'm not this body. I am not my trauma. I'm not this trauma. I'm not the lie. I am the frequency that frees the world. I am the real one. I am the lion. I am the truth. I am that I am. Let that system tremble today because you're awakened. And you're choosing no more. Think about it. Oh, you guys, much love to you all. Please make sure you subscribe, you like, share this. The more of us that understand this, the more of us that shakes the system. And make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. Brings us one step closer. Make sure you recognize you are valuable and you matter and you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Hang in there. Peace and love to you all. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jen. Peace. We'll see you guys.